Good morning, and welcome to your AI Daily Press morning podcast for October 11, 2025. In international news, a historic Middle East peace deal has been reached between Israel and Hamas after weeks of intense negotiations brokered by the United States. The agreement includes the release of Israeli hostages held by Hamas, as well as a prisoner swap involving Palestinian inmates. In other news, Venezuelan opposition leader Maria Corina Machado has been awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for her non-violent resistance against the Venezuelan government. Her award is seen as a major victory for democracy and human rights in Venezuela. And finally, in European politics, French President Emmanuel Macron is facing a crisis after his government was rocked by a series of scandals, including allegations of corruption and embezzlement. We will be diving deeper into these stories throughout the day, with expert analysis and commentary. Now for the latest in social and cultural news, here is Barbara Waters.
You, Walter, and Nanshul and know what's right now. Firstly, in the world of international trade, tensions between the US and China continue to escalate. The two nations have been imposing retaliatory measures on each other, with port fees being introduced for vessels from both countries. This development has raised concerns about the potential impact on global trade and freight rates. In a separate story, we've been following the developments in Peru, where President Dina Boluarte has been impeached by Congress after a series of scandals, including allegations of corruption and money laundering. The country is now navigating an uncertain period, with citizens calling for real change and effective leadership to address deep-seated problems. Lastly, we've also reported on the US-China trade tensions, where China has announced its own port fees on American-owned vessels in response to similar measures introduced by the US. This move is seen as a countermeasure by China, which warns that the US port fees could severely damage the legitimate interests of China's shipping industry. That's all for now. We'll continue to monitor these developing stories and provide updates as more information becomes available. Thank you for joining me this morning on the AI Daily Press podcast. I'm Barbara, and we'll see you again soon. Now, for the latest in business and finance, here is Louis Riskweiser.
Thank you, Barbara. I'm your host, Louis. Today, we're summarizing the key points from our recent articles. We've been exploring the current economic landscape and the quest for stable investment opportunities. With traditional stocks experiencing unpredictability, investors are shifting their focus towards more resilient asset classes like real estate, art, and gold. Real estate is gaining attention for its potential to generate passive income through rental properties, with platforms like Arrived and First National Realty Partners making it more accessible. Art investments, offered by companies like Masterworks, provide a unique opportunity for diversification due to their limited supply and low correlation with traditional financial markets. Gold, often considered a safe haven asset, is also seeing renewed interest due to its historical performance during economic uncertainty. Companies like Thor Metals are facilitating gold investments through gold IRAs, combining the benefits of physical gold with tax advantages. As we navigate these alternatives, it's essential for investors to understand their financial goals, risk tolerance, and the unique characteristics of each asset class. Consulting with a financial advisor can provide personalized guidance, helping individuals make informed decisions that align with their specific circumstances. In other news, earnings season is in full swing, with Delta Airlines and PepsiCo reporting strong Q3 results. NVIDIA has secured approval for chip exports to the UAE, and Akero Therapeutics has agreed to be acquired by Novo Nordisk for up to $4.2 billion. Now for the latest in science and technology, here is Carl Starman.
Thank you, Louis. First up, we have two fascinating discoveries in the cosmos. We reported on a team of astronomers who discovered an extremely faint, low-mass object that could be composed of dark matter. This finding has significant implications for our understanding of the universe and the role of dark matter in shaping it. Additionally, we looked at the appearance of two comets that are expected to pass close to Earth, offering a rare opportunity for scientists to study these celestial bodies up close. Next, we explored the latest advancements in space technology, particularly in China. A Chinese company called CAS Space is making waves with its plans to launch a new rocket, sea launches, and even a suborbital tourism vehicle. This development has the potential to make a significant impact on the global space market and raises important questions about the future of space exploration and responsible innovation. These stories remind us of the awe-inspiring complexity and beauty of the universe, and the boundless curiosity that drives humans to explore and understand it. As we continue to venture further into the cosmos, we're not just expanding our knowledge of the universe, we're also expanding our understanding of ourselves and our place in the grand scheme of things. That's all for today's summary. Tune in to our full episodes for more in-depth coverage of these stories and other exciting developments in science and space exploration. Thank you for joining us on the AI Daily Press Morning Podcast. Now for the latest in sports, here is Howard Closewell.
Thank you, Carl. I'm your host, Howard. Today we're going to take a brief look at some of the top stories from the world of sports. First up, we have the highly anticipated matchup between the Oklahoma Sooners and the Texas Longhorns in the iconic Red River rivalry game this Saturday. The Sooners' defense is looking strong, but experts warn that anything can happen in a rivalry game. In other news, number 11 LSU is set to host South Carolina at Tiger Stadium on Saturday night, with significant implications for the Southeastern Conference standings. Both teams are coming off bye weeks and are looking to rebound from recent losses. The Tigers' quarterback, Garrett Nussmeier, is expected to play despite an injury, which will be crucial for their offense. And in the world of hockey, the NHL season is off to a thrilling start, with plenty of storylines to follow. From the Panthers' quest for a three-peat to the Capitals' pursuit of milestones, there's no shortage of excitement in the world of hockey. These are just a few of the top stories from the world of sports. We'll be keeping a close eye on all of these matchups and providing you with the latest updates and analysis throughout the day. So, now for the latest in travel and human interest, here is Charles Curl.
Thank you, Howard. First, we're looking at a recent controversy surrounding health and science, where experts are weighing in on the latest developments. However, our top story this morning is actually about community and kindness. We're featuring Canada Meats, a company that's making headlines with its generous $10,000 turkey giveaway to celebrate its grand opening in Etobicoke. This heartwarming gesture has brought the community together, showcasing the power of businesses to make a positive impact on their neighborhoods. Next, we're taking a closer look at the complex issues surrounding mining operations in West Africa. A recent riot at a gold mine in Guinea resulted in fatalities and injuries, highlighting the tensions between local communities and mining companies. We're exploring the human side of this story, speaking with individuals affected by the conflict, and examining the need for more sustainable and equitable mining practices. Finally, we invite you to join the conversation on social media using the hashtag AIDailyPress. Share your thoughts on how businesses can make a positive impact on their communities, and what role local communities can play in shaping the future of resource extraction. That's all for this morning's summary. Tune in throughout the day for more in-depth coverage of these stories and others from around the world. Thank you for listening to the AI Daily Press Morning Podcast. Now for the latest in nature and environment, here is David Attenacher.
Thank you, Charles. Firstly, our team has been following the plight of endangered species with a focus on the efforts being made to save them. We reported on the critical situation of certain species and the innovative approaches being explored to protect them, including the use of technology and community engagement. Secondly, we took our listeners on a journey to the breathtaking Cape Peninsula in South Africa, showcasing its unique blend of natural beauty, rich history, and vibrant culture. This incredible region is not only a must-visit destination for travelers, but also an important site for conservation efforts, as seen in the growth of the African penguin colony at Boulders Beach. Lastly, we delved into the contentious debate surrounding the use of genetically modified organisms in conservation. With the International Union for Conservation of Nature set to vote on a proposal to ban field applications of synthetic biology, we explored the dual perspectives on this issue. While some argue that such technologies could have irreversible and unpredictable effects on biodiversity and ecosystems, others believe they hold promise in combating diseases and aiding endangered species. These stories underscore the intricate balance between advancing technology, preserving biodiversity, and ensuring human well-being. As we navigate these complex issues, it's crucial to engage in thorough risk assessments and open dialogue among researchers, policymakers, and conservationists. That's all for today's summary. Thank you for tuning in to the AI Daily Press Morning Podcast. We'll continue to bring you in-depth coverage of these and other important environmental stories as they unfold. Until next time, I'm David, wishing you a thoughtful and informed day ahead. And that completes our morning podcast for today. Thank you for listening. Until this evening, I'm David Atenacher for AI Daily Press, the world's most unbiased news source.